Kaze is able to get above the smoke, but can't really connect too much in the process. Freeman from point-blank range, gonna get the freebie on Rez, not gonna be able to stop the bomb from being planted, but does instantly neutralize Lecro, putting it into a 2-on-4 now with Forest and Get Right with their backs against the wall, trying to fend off this retake, and they cannot do a single thing about it. ViCi, they're all clumped up in box halls. They're fully committed to this. For all they know, ViCi are flanking, so they're gonna just go ahead and push straight in. Flashbang does affect Freeman, but he's still able to land the kill alongside Kaze, who is lighting them up at the back of the site. Again, Nip are going to be able to get onto the site and maybe get the bomb planted, but it should be another retake coming to fruition, barring a Lecro magical clutch. He's been spotted and he's been fragged. ViCi off to a 3-0 lead.
One player in ladder room, one player along that outer wall. He can rotate quickly. Second player at this inner bomb site. This time, no one's coming down that lower ramp, but Freeman on the bomb train. They need to clear him out. Good job from Forrest. These Augs can still do work, but Rez able to finally take on Advent, get that entry into the bomb site. Oh, and a team kill from Kaze. I don't know if maybe he got startled or maybe his teammate.
This is where Advent really does need to shine. If he doesn't get a kill, at least stay alive long enough to allow the rest of the team to come in, but he has picked up Forrest, extinguishes him from the push, and in the meanwhile, Orban is going ham with his Orc, putting it down to just Rez. A nightmare, potentially, for Ninjas of Pajamas, is finally they win a round and gonna get broke straight back in.
Yeah, not potentially a nightmare, that would be so nice. He's gonna have a chance. Here they come. Flashbang is perfectly timed. He misses his opening shot, but there's ladder room. Still big advantage for NIP.
30 seconds left in which to utilize it too, but Zoking is the last remaining ViCi player. He's been spotted in Pop Dog.
Forrest has the bomb, and he's back in T-mid, and that's a big-time peak. Look at the HPs. That's so close. Stage, and obviously, an elimination game at the Major is going to make anyone nervous. Fire rains down, and Freeman gives death. They line up for him, but he cannot connect. That was close to being a double.
I honestly thought he had it too, but he has put Rez down to 4 health. So this retake going to be a lot more manageable. Downside, no Molotovs, no HEs, and a spray damage through the smoke. But Omen will stand tall. Delivers. They'd love to have a Molotov at this stage, but it's just a HE and a flashbang. There is a smoke in play for Advent anyway. And ViCi move as one. A swarm of counter-terrorists trying to reclaim what was once theirs. Forrest gonna swat away Zoking. Have a quick peek across to the bomb, which is being defused in the smoke, but Dennis, his sixth sense was tingling, and he will not allow that to occur. The round is done. ViCi are doing significant damage to Nip, but it's gonna
members of ViCi inside. I don't know if he spotted all three. Certainly he saw 2. There's the AUG as Rez tries to take advantage of a weird situation, and now Force, he's up to task, and even he's dropped by Almond. Great round for ViCi, and this is exactly what they need if they want to get back into their winning ways. 5 players still up.
Lecro can't deal with any of them. Orman will survive with just 90.
More aggression towards Ivy. They've done this a number of times. Again, they're both completely blind. They're both in Ivy. Lecro's going to get aggressive, daring Kaze to hit it a spectacular shot. It's not to be, and now they can press the issue. Lecro with 3 quick kills and a great trade from Forrest. This is surely a round in the Ninjas' favor. A 4-on-1. Make that 2 now.
And they haven't got the bomb planted either. Starting to make a move with Rez towards the B side of the map, so Freeman has done so much work. Still 100% of his health, still has himself a smoke and a flashbang. This round may have a couple more twists and turns in it yet.
The fact that he has 100 health is important. This is a winnable 2-on-1, or 1-on-2, I should say. Looking for that peek. Waiting for it with the AUG. They double peek towards lane, and he's found one. Somehow he's been able to isolate it. Rez using the noise perfectly.
Ivy. Advent feels like he may have to push through here. Flashbang in his eyes. Can hear the footsteps though, but now Forrest goes in. Here comes Advent from the backside, but Get Right's watching his teammates' backs. And that's going to give the advantage to Nip, but there's 15 seconds left, and Kaze is struck, dealing the fatal blow to Lecro. Bomb sprawls out. 10 seconds now, and Freeman is on the move. Can he get the drop on the first play? Yes, he can. Spray is not on point, and Get Right.
ViCi know equally that he's here. Rez has to be careful. Double drop coming down, an immediate headshot, but Freeman gets an important trade.
Now the bomb has been picked up, going to make a move straight towards the A side. Molotov to the back making sure no one can peek from the right side of the site, allowing the terrorists to funnel their way centrally, directly to the heart of round 16. Kaze is going to be picking up a couple, but it's by and large going to be going the way of Nip for the time being, as Forrest is going to land himself too as well, leaving Orman to try and repel the onslaught, try and cave in these CTs. Forrest is... In terms of firepower, ViCi certainly a step ahead, but the early trade going to go back and forth.
It's pretty cool. NIP puts both UMPs to get aggressive, and oh, Forrest comes right in. The aim punch, though. Kaze got drilled, and now they're going to try and trade that out as Forrest slowly backs away, but Dennis up above is providing cover. NIP, they have everything figured out. 2 kills for Dennis, and the op on Ullman is going to get 1 kill, but what more can he find?
It's not looking good, is it? Well, there's the answer instantly. NIP have expended quite a bit of their grenades already, though. Rez is able to hold the line with 2, shutting down the A main push. And also Pop Dog. Exquisite play by Rez, single-handedly closing this round off. And now Freeman has the tenuous task of even doing a bit of damage in this round now.
I'd have to watch that back, because I don't think Rez had any utility left when that hit came in, but it looked like the ladder players threw that Molotov down to try and force Rez away from ladder room, but it was so mistimed with that hit outside that the player above ladder couldn't actually drop to help them get out mid. Rez was just able to kind of get a bunch of free kills.
That's an awkward flash. Just destroyed himself.
Yeah, it is kind of uncomfortable. Rez gonna grab a new angle, immediate headshot. Great round from Rez.
So King's been spotted. Rez should be going for the peak, but Kaze lends his teammate a hand, and Zoking will be getting a second in this trade. Dennis finally does stand up for Ninjas and gives ViCi a bit of an issue, but that has been rectified. As now they're going to procure the bomb plant onto the site. ViCi going to decide to push aggressively afterwards into connector, but Get Right was Ladle waiting with his AUG. 2-on-2. Up in the air, really anybody's round. There is a bit of utility for Ninjas in Pajamas, nothing for ViCi. Blackrow's going to see if verticality will bring him victory. Oh, the shot into Advent. Impressive reaction speed. Omen now is going to go down to the same hands. Lecro.
He almost just dropped a Molotov at his feet. And Rez takes off the head, and this is going to be a quick finish for NIP. It's going to be 16-7. The Ninjas will take us to map 2.
0 rounds won from ViCi on their T side. This is a nip that we haven't quite seen yet this tournament. There's going to be many happy Swedes out there after Fnatic fell earlier.
Yeah, it felt like communication was on point. Obviously, the individuals there. Rez finishes with 23 kills.